Sophia.
I'm Nyla.
And welcome to the first episode of the school year.
To kick off this episode, I want to talk to you guys about the ID cards.
ID cards can only be used in the lunch line. We recommend you bring these rather than having to sit there and type out your 9-digit ID. It makes the line go way faster. And on top of that, we also recommend that you bring a lanyard so that way you don't forget your student ID.
But also when you go to Mrs. Mac's General Store to purchase a dance ticket, bring your ID because they will scan it to see if you have the ASB card, which we highly recommend getting because it gives you discount on dance tickets.
And also just a quick reminder, Colts, that your student ID cannot be used to purchase any dance tickets, apparel, or other ASB activities. So regardless if you have an ASB card or not, make sure you bring extra cash.
Now let's hand it off to Sophie and Allison about the Colt Awards.
Hey Colts! I'm Sophia Hawkins.
And I'm Allison Kane.
This year we're starting something new called the Colt Awards.
The Colt Awards are awards given to students each month who are
creative,
optimistic,
a leader,
tenacious,
compassionate,
open-minded,
a learner,
and trustworthy.
Also, at the end of the year, we have the Colt of the Year Awards.
The nominations for these awards take place a month before the actual award will be given.
So, with that being said, this month's award is for creativity.
The award will be given to you September 14th.
Hope to see you guys there.
Bye, Colts.
I'm Mrs. Dowenhauer. My students call me Mrs. D. I teach 8th grade science. When I was asked to share what creative means to me as a science teacher, I see it all the time.
So what it means to be creative, according to Webster's dictionary, is the use of imagination or original ideas, especially in an artistic sense.
Being creative means to go outside of what is normally done.
A time in which I've seen people be creative, and the best part is every day.
Being creative, there's so many different ways you could do it.
A lot of you know I've written 3 books. I have the 4th book coming out this year, and I was really nervous about doing that because I was worried no one would care and no one would want to read it and stuff like that. But I just it was a lifelong goal, a bucket list thing that just kind of took off. So that's the time that I was creative.
I teach a subject in which I hopefully allow everybody to be creative, so they have an opportunity to really express themselves, to really take something that I want them to do, but then really flip it into something that they see is either creative or it really fits to what they want to do.
Whether it be in students using different materials to build something, to make something work better.
It could be in writing or in art or in dance.
Not just about artistic ability. I do see it in their art as well, when they have to draw reflections or comic strips. I love when kids take a concept and put it into a song in lyrics, and they can learn the key concepts that way.
Well, I think the best thing about being creative in school when you're taking notes is using color and then using icons to represent whatever notes you're taking.
Hi Colts, today I'm going to show you how to go into 5-Star Student. So first you have to download the 5-Star app, then you're going to select United States, then select California, then you're going to look up McElhaney Middle School. You then put your student ID and your last name. Then you will be brought to this screen. You can check into events, and that will be your QR code for Spirit Days. Bye Colts, thanks for watching.
That sounds exciting. I cannot wait for the Colt Awards.
Now here's a message from our staff.
Hey Colts, so here's an important message from Mr. Patain, so listen up.
Hey Colts, Mr. Patain here. I am with Mrs. Ponzo and Dr. Rogers, and we are here to talk about some things that we talked about the first day of school during our behavior assembly, and just some reminders. First off, it's been a great 3 weeks of school so far. We're glad you're back, and for the most part, things are great. One of the things I want to talk about is gum chewing. As you know, we do not allow gum at any time during school, so please keep the gum at home. If we catch you, there will be consequences. No gum. Next thing is language. Just this morning, I walked out of my office, and within 20 feet, I heard 2 students using bad language. That's not going to happen at McElhaney. We don't do that here. We will not use that inappropriate language. So let's clean that up. No more bad language. And then the last thing I want to talk about is horseplay. That means keep your hands and feet to yourselves. We're just seeing kids getting too handsy with each other, slapping, hitting, jumping on each other. Just don't touch anyone.
What advice do you have for the incoming 6th graders?
For the incoming 6th graders, the advice that I have is just to have fun, take it easy, but make sure that you get your work done. Just get your work done and it'll be the easiest year of your life, trust me.
Don't get into relationships. Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
What should I say?
Anything.
Be cool.
My advice for 6th graders is, if you want to get involved, do it. Just don't overthink it. I believe in you. Yeah, you, watching.
Do it the Colt way. The Colt way.
Keep track of your grades and don't, be serious about everything.
And pick up your trash, because we don't do that here.
We do not do that here.
Pick up your trash. Get your homework done. Listen to Ms. Armstrong. I love her. She's such a good aide. She's the best. I love her so much. And you have anything?
Well, like Cole said, be nice to Ms. Armstrong.
Actually, I have one more thing. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? Thank you, Colts.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Life.
I'm Mr. Trejo.
And I'm Mrs. Rubalcava.
And we're your Dorothy McElhaney counselors.
I'm the counselor for students' last names A through E, or also any of our AVID students, okay?
Your guys' last names start with the letters F through M. That means I'm your counselor.
I have any student with the last names N through Z, and I am your counselor.
Welcome to McElhaney, Colts!
Elijah here. Previously, we heard from Mr. Bertain reminding you that we do not allow gum on campus, to use appropriate language at all times, and lastly, keep your hands to yourself. Now, a message from Dr. Rogers.
First off, I want to talk a little bit about tardies, and we know that you are doing a really good job to try to get to class on time each and every day, and we're very appreciative of that. But we do need to remind you that as the school year goes on, a lot of kids like to kind of take their own sweet time to get to class. And so we are reminding you now that that tardies will add up and they will lead to consequences if you are late to class. So please make sure that you arrive to each of your classes on time every day. We will be starting tardy sweeps. We will not tell you when those tardy sweeps are taking place, but regardless, we will be doing those throughout the course of the school year. And the other thing I wanted to discuss with you is about trash on campus. We are seeing an increase in the amount of trash that's left on the ground and on the tables during break time and during lunchtime. And so this is your reminder, your final reminder, to please make sure that all trash is put away in the trash cans when you are finished at break time, at lunchtime, no exceptions. We do not want to have our custodian having to constantly go and clean up messes and clean up trash sets all over the ground and all over the tables. So please make sure that those are all done, taken care of, and that we have a clean campus, because we do have the cleanest campus in this entire school district.
Hi there, I'm here today to tell you about our PTSA program here at Dorothy McElhaney Middle School. PTSA stands for Parent Teacher Student Association. Reflections is coming up, and Reflections is a program that is sponsored by the PTSA, and it is where you get to submit your entries for different types of art that you do. Now, this art can be dance choreography, it could be film production, it can be literature, so something you have written, a poem or a story. It can be music composition, it can be photography, and it could be any of the visual arts.
So this year's theme for Reflections is Show Your Voice. So I want you to start thinking about what that means to you and how you would like to express it.
Hey Colts, I'm here today to talk to you about Labor Day and why we celebrate it. Labor Day is a day to contribute to the contributions and achievements of American workers. Labor Day was created on September 5th, 1882. Labor Day falls on a Monday, so adults in the workforce can have a 3-day weekend, like other federal holidays. President Grover Cleveland was serving as the 24th President of the United States and made Labor Day a federal holiday on June 28, 1894. Labor Day is traditionally celebrated on the first Monday of September. Ever since it was signed as a federal holiday, every year in New York City there is a Labor Day parade to honor our hardworking adults in our society. Make sure to say thank you to your hardworking teachers and adults you see around campus for their hard work and contributions.
Last but not least, here's a message from Mrs. Ponzo.
I'm going to give you one guess at what you think I'm going to talk about. That's right. Everybody just said dress code in the whole classroom, huh? We know it's hot, but you've got to take a look in the mirror and just check and make sure that you are abiding by the district dress code, okay? We've gone over it many, many times. We've already spoken with many students that have had to change their clothes. If you want to be able to wear your super, super cute outfit all day, it has to be in dress code. That means you're covered from armpit to armpit, mid-thigh to mid-thigh, front and back. So that means midriffs are covered, your pants are at your waist like they're supposed to be, and then your shirt has to have straps, guys, okay? Let's just all get on board with that, and the sooner we do it, the less problems we'll have, and we'll have happy principals. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is we love you, we love having you here, but when the bell rings, you don't cease to be Colts. You have to walk up the ramp, and you have to walk in the direction of off campus. So there's no hanging out after school. You guys can't hang out on the basketball courts. If you're going to the bus, you go to the bus. If you're going to the parking loop, go to the parking loop. If you're walking home, walk home. We love you guys, but you gotta go off campus after school. All right, I think that's everything that you need to do to make your principals happy. Have a great day, Colts.
That's all for today, Colts. See you guys next week.
Peace out.